point out the N word, but I just want to point out that, like, as you.
We got one for every letter of the alphabet.
Well, I call it NFR, which are the three words you can't say in the English language. NFR.
NFR.
Yeah. There's a lot. There actually are real NFRs in the world. But my point is, back to what you were saying, is the reason why I say F word or R word is because I do believe that we are in a communication paradigm of prioritization. Like you said, the colonizers, the structural white racism. These people who want to talk these topics all the time, in my opinion, they should be labeled NFRs because the prioritization there is so high for them. Yet for me, I don't, from like, I guess, an objective, subjective, morally ethical type of situation, it's like you guys have jumped so far ahead in the list of priorities that I believe we have to deal with as a collective that I can't entertain what you're talking about for much longer. I will have to attack you, shame you, embarrass you, try to humiliate you because your priority is so out of whack with what the real priorities are. And so we have people who are outside of reality, and if you're a mystic or a sage or a subjective ethicist or whatever you are, you have to try to help people come back to reality. So guys like that, like Sam Rosen, he claims he's living in Georgia and he's married now and happy. Does he sound very happy to you? So you have an opportunity on this app to talk to young men who are NFRs. And you know, I go to the bar every Friday, Saturday night, and I'm like a coach for people who have anxiety. And if you know the teachings of the Rebbe, he says you need not worry about your future. So you have a collective unconsciousness or a group psychology of extreme anxiety, anger, repressed anger, etc. So I'm just saying that, you know, if you love your fellow Yiddishkeit, you could try to help Sam Rosen be less of an NFR by being patient with him, entertaining him, but you know, in the process of him projecting or trying to discuss whatever he thinks is the truth, you know, you can still give him a little grace or education and not do the drama making game with him, because the three pillars of art, one of them is drama, and that's why Scott liked what he heard so much, is because that was a drama making moment, and it is Clubhouse gold, but it's not on replay. But in the John Kitover production studio, you know, I live streamed it and clipped it. So thanks, everybody.
So wait, I just wanted to note what happened. He was upset that Steve said evidence instead of proof. Okay, so he went, you said proof, not evidence, or you said evidence, not proof, like this, some kind of a big thing. So he went back and he played it, and Steve said, okay, I'm sorry. And then he just kept going and going and going and going. Like, what is going on there? Does anybody have any insight into what happened? And then when I pointed that out, he started talking about testicles in the YMCA. Like, how did we get to the testicles?
I'm shocked that you've never met Sam before. Normal. I mean, this is.
I have.
This is how Sam's been for years. I don't know what you're surprised about.
I am trying to understand the human condition, human behavior, because I find it fascinating. So, okay, you're telling me he's done this before. I guess, not, I don't know if he's done it with me, but you say he does this kind of thing all the time? Like, whatever the issue is, he has an emotional breakdown?
Isn't there a Clubhouse term for it called crashing out?
Crashing out, yeah. He's famous for crashing out.
Steve did apologize. Like, not almost. He apologized immediately.
He didn't want the apology. He wanted to crash out on Steve.
All right. Okay. All right.
Do I get any credit for my high-pitched invitation? I was very happy with it. That was I'm debuting this. I hadn't done that before.
His debuting point. Are you secretly pointing
It's assuming that T is correct, and it sounds like a good analysis, nor me, like you were feeding his hunger to crash out.
Yes.
Oh, Steve, that's too insightful. Too insightful, Steve.
Well, I do my best to keep it simple. Okay.
I thought it was obvious.
Okay, there you go.
I don't even remember why I got involved. It just seemed like I don't know.
You got involved because his desire to crash out was feeding your hunger for participating and
To trigger him.
and triggering him to crash out. You have a hunger for that.
You may be right because I'm cracking up hearing it. The mod abuse. Even that there's such a term. You mod abused me.
There is a term. There is a term.
You mod abused me. That was what. This is. Okay, I'm speechless, really.
Well, I don't apologize for the mod abuse. I apologize for being wrong when I said I didn't say that, and I did, so I apologize for that. And he didn't ask for an apology for mod abuse. I won't apologize for that because I asked him multiple times, to let me speak, and he wouldn't do that. So that's when I bounced him to the audience. I don't apologize for that, and he wasn't asking for that.
Well, can I ask the atheists a new question? We can get off of Sam Rosen, who...
Yes, he's away from the mic. That's why he's still muted. Yeah, the answer is yes.
So the question to the atheists is, if there is no God, then we are, evolutionarily created out of a chemical soup from the planet, and the Big Bang is the prima causa event, which had no Sky Daddy involved, and this is all, either random or non-random. Anyways, the question is, in terms of your individual lives, don't you view communication as like a program to essentially help you be happy, to relax, to find joy, to find splendor?
All the time, like whatever the issue is, he has an emotional right there.
Yes.
Sorry, I got cut off there. I'm just saying that, in terms of like a protocol or instructions on happy living or the art of living, books on the art of living and philosophy. Like yesterday, I was in Pro Lyrical Room, and he is an atheist, a liberal progressive, and I was playing for him a recording I made of Epictetus. And not many people have read the Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, Xenophon, etc. But that is very instruction living type of information, and it's very smart, it's very wise. And so, if you guys believe in public education, shouldn't we be providing education and programming for ourselves in the art of happy living? And so, if you're an atheist, how can you not view all these books as being valuable assets to improve our lives, whether the Sky Daddy is real or not? I mean, you would admit that all media, all content that is, positive has useful tidbits. Take it and leave it, if you will. But I'm just saying that's my critique of the atheists. And is that a question? Hello?
Value at all. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's like you saying you don't like Star Wars.
I don't know what atheism has anything whatsoever to do with what you're talking about.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you're an atheist, the problem with that is you're leaving a lot of valuable resources on the bookshelves, and you're saying it's not useful because there is no God.
Yeah, that's right. That's a claim. Name one.
Name one of what? Is that a full sentence?
Valuable resource that I'm leaving on the bookshelf, please.
Oh, the Book of John. Oh, I love the Book of John. Have you read the Book of John? And it's not just because I'm John Kitover, but the Book of John is so smart. Oh, well, would you like me to read to you from the Book of John? Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Explain why the fact that I'm an atheist has anything whatsoever to do with me leaving the book on the shelf.
Because you spend all your time, essentially, your communication that comes out of your brain into the cell phone and transmits to other people, there's just nothing there. There's no meat on that bone.
That's completely true. That is
No, it's my opinion. No, it's not a lie. It's my opinion, and it's not untrue. That's your opinion of my opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. It's a...
No, it's your opinion. There are no facts. There's only opinions.
Information that comes out of my mouth to other people on Clubhouse is very valuable.
No, that's your opinion. That's not a fact. That's an opinion, not a fact.
Fact.
Well, why don't we take a survey? Can people put a 1 in the chat if it's an opinion, put a 2 in the chat if it's a fact?
I mean, what did you expect from Kitover?
Pretty much that.
Well, I'm sorry if you guys are disappointed in the way that you use your time by talking to me. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. And it's your opinion. It's not a fact. Put a 1 for opinions. Put a 2 for facts. You're a mod abuser, and Sam Rosen was right. You are a mod abuser. And the fact that you guys are disgusted with my communication, that's your projection onto me. This app is all about projection. And T even accused me of being a projectionist. And the person complaining about projecting doesn't mean that he's not projecting. When I complain about projection, that's a perfect projection observation. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Let's go back to what you originally said 2 minutes ago. How does the fact that I'm an atheist has anything whatsoever to do with leaving the book on the shelf?
I know, but your problem is in the beginning of your sentence, you said the fact that I'm an atheist. It's your opinion that you're an atheist, because then you also claim you're a Jew. If you're a Jew, by default, Rabbanu Shalom, you have to believe in Hashem, the master of the universe. It's not a deflection. You just don't like my answer. Hello?
Oh, we all heard, replays are not on. You made the bold claim. Me being an atheist is responsible for leaving the book on the shelf. You still haven't explained why me being an atheist has anything whatsoever to do with the book being left on the shelf. And I suspect you won't be able to do that because my response to you that being an atheist has nothing whatsoever to do with that is correct.
Got it, Steve. Well, Steve, the thing is, I really don't want to be rude to you. I want to give you respect. But I have to tell you that this conversation is retarded. And I have to use the R word, even though a lot of people don't like the R word. And I'm done with this piece of the communication. If you want to move on, I have a different question for you. Are you ready?
I'm not surprised at all that you make a claim and you can't back it up. It's a bullshit claim and you can't back it up. So let's move on.
Okay, great. I'm not going to make a claim. This is a show called Ask, and I'm here to ask an atheist. And this is my next question. You often accuse the philosophy bros, whoever the hell those people are, that you don't get along with them. And I'm just wondering, what is it in philosophy that you disagree with so much, Steve Apple? Thanks for entertaining my question. Again, it's what in philosophy do you disagree with? Maybe the top 3, maybe top 10. What do you disagree with in let's just say Stoic philosophy? Let's start there. Hello?
I agree with most philosophy. If you want to bring up a philosophical term, I'll be more specific. But I agree with most philosophy. Once again, you're wrong. Come on, bring up a philosophical term. I'll probably agree with it. Come on, put up.
Okay, this is from the book of Micah. It says, He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. That's the book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 8. The Bible is a philosophy book. So do you agree with that statement?
I have no problem with, and I've said this one many times, that if you believe in God and God is providing you a better quality of life, then keep God in your life. So in that context, yes, of course I do.
Wow, we got it. We have the world famous Steve Apple atheist agreeing with Bible passages. This is from the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 17. Blessed is the man whom God corrects. So do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. Do you agree with that?
I thought we were talking about philosophy. Why are you reading from the Bible?
Because it's my opinion that the Bible is a philosophy book. And if you can't recognize the Bible as a philosophy book, then you don't understand philosophy. And it's my opinion, of course. It's not a fact. Steve loves claiming that I only voice opinions and not facts, but it's a fact that the Bible is a I went to Google and I said, is the Bible a philosophy book? And the Bible said, and Google and the AI said, yes, some people view the Bible as a philosophy book. Oh my God!
And some people don't. So the answer to my question is you got it from Google.
Well, I just want to quote the book of Mark, where he wrote, anything is possible if a person believes. Mark wrote, anything is possible if a person believes. And I believe that the Bible's a philosophy book. Well, I'm very happy we all agree that the Bible is indeed a philosophy book, especially the book of Matthew, where he wrote, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. What does that mean? Sounds philosophical to me. Hello?
How come you end a lot of your hello?
Hello, is that a question?
I just asked.
Hello?
Hello.
Well, I just want to quote the book of Matthew when he wrote, no one can serve two masters. Hello? You're interrupting me. Either he will hate, hello? Either he will hate, Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. Hello? You cannot serve both God and money. Hello? That's the book of Matthew, a philosophy book. I just love that we all agree now that the Bible's actually a philosophy book. This is the book of Matthew. Seek the kingdom of God above all else and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. This is the book of Psalm. I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. Sounds kind of philosophical to me. Hello? Don't brag about tomorrow, since you don't know what the day will bring here on Clown House. That's very philosophical. That's the book of Proverbs. Maybe you've heard of it. You're Jewish, right? For you, O Lord, are my hope, my trust, O Lord, from my youth. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Definitely not Steve Apple. The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Definitely not Steve Apple.
Shadows twist around me, lights begin to rise, heartbeat in the distance, waking up my mind. I feel it coming. It's getting heavy. Shift my pulse, shifted through the night. Shift my pulse into the color lights.
Euphoria. Copper moons and fire sparks, echoes scream across the dark. Spice smoke curves, lightning sky